Hey everybody, this is Ernesto Lopez, Executive Vice President with Five Rings Financial. Many of you guys know me, and you're seeing this live right now, and you know that I am a financial professional. But one of the most important things that we do and we offer for our clients is something called living benefits life insurance. Yes, I'm talking about term life insurance with living benefits. And so this is super, super important. There's an old kind of life insurance that doesn't have this type of benefit, will only pay out when you die, and the new kind of life insurance will pay out in the event that you have a critical illness like a cancer or a stroke, or you have ALS or a brain aneurysm or anything like that. These are ways that your life insurance on your term policy can be advanced, and you can get up to 75% of your death benefit while you're still alive. All right, who would have ever thought that was possible? Okay, so I want to share something with you, and this is a very personal story about me and my family. And so when I retired from the military, I'm a retired Army officer. I spent 20 years in the military. I'm a West Point graduate. I've earned 3 Bronze Stars in combat, and a joint level Bronze Star, which is called the DMSM. And I completely thought that I was going to be in the military for the rest of my life. And back in 2015, I found out that I had a serious kidney illness. And within 90 days, I was medically retired from the military. And that was something that was really difficult on our family. So 90 days later, I was out and I was a civilian. And we moved to the Dallas Fort Worth area. And I took a corporate job here in the Dallas Fort Worth area. And it was something that really changed our lives because we always considered ourselves a military family. Well, when I left the military, I had life insurance. I had a whole life insurance that didn't have living benefits. And so 9 months later, I was 100% on dialysis. And I called my insurance company and I said, hey, does my policy have living benefits? And the answer was no. And so this was something that was really devastating for me and my family. If I would have had that, I could have gotten up to $350,000 of my life insurance while I was still alive. And so this was a devastating time in our life. I was on dialysis for a year and a half. At the time, it was just me, my wife, Gina, and my oldest. And so we didn't really know where we were going to go from there. My wife was pregnant with my Liam, which is the guy you see there at the top with his arms throwing up in the air. And so he was still in the womb. And 2 weeks after I started dialysis, he was born. And so I remember sitting there holding my son and thinking, am I going to be here? Am I going to be here in 5 years? Is he even going to remember who I am? Is he going to remember my name? Or is some other man going to come into our lives, to my family's life, and he's going to call that person dad? And there was a lot of things that went through my head during that time. I went into a really dark period. And financially, we lost 60% of our income right away because I lost my corporate job because I couldn't go to work anymore. And we had our retirement coming in, but it wasn't enough to meet the needs that we needed. And so fast forward a year and a half later, and I received a kidney transplant from an amazing woman in my church named Deborah Hatton. If you're listening to this, Deborah, I love you, and you saved my life. And so I received a kidney transplant in 2017. And during that whole period, we had some severe financial struggles. If I would have had living benefits life insurance, I would have gotten a lump sum check for $350,000 that I didn't have to pay back. Now imagine if I would have had $1 million term policy that could have gotten up to $750,000 of advanced money that I didn't have to pay back on a term policy, y'all. On a term policy that I could have been paying $50 to $75 a month. And so this is something that I want to make sure you guys are educated about, that you know that this is out there. If you have the old kind of life insurance and you don't know if you do, or if you don't know you do, call your agent and say, hey, do I have living benefits on my policy? If the answer is no, I can help you. If you don't want to work with me, that's completely okay. Find somebody that offers living benefits life insurance and make sure that you reach out to them, because it is that important. You want to make sure that you are able to take care of your family and get money in your hand for income replacement in the event that you go through the same issue that I went through. I pray that that never happens to you and that you have more than enough income in a time that you're sick and you have those serious illnesses. But if for some reason you do have something like that happen in your life, you know that your term life insurance can advance that money, put money in your hand, and you can get through those time periods. And so if you see on the banner at the bottom, if this is something that caught your attention, I have my Calendly link on there. You can click on that, highlight it, create an appointment, and it'll send you to my calendar, and you can pick a time. And I'll give you some ideas on how we can get you covered and make sure you have the right kind of life insurance. Again, my name is Ernesto Lopez. I'm an executive vice president with Five Rings Financial, and I just want to make sure that you guys have all the information you need. Talk to y'all soon.